Certainly hope and pray that all is well. All right. Happy Friday. Doesn't necessarily feel like Friday. Yesterday felt like Friday to me, but I'm glad it is. Okay. But for, going to work folk, weekend goes by so fast. So I think that I reconciled within myself today that yeah, it's Friday, but like so what? The weekend goes by so fast. Okay. But for me, working in education and lower education, it's like it's great to know that what I think in like 2 weeks I'll be on Christmas break and I'll have 2 weeks off. Um, I don't know though. It just feels really dry in the air. Really, 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 really dry this year. Not a sad feeling, but just a feeling of it's just flat to me. I don't know about anyone else now. For the holiday season, shit. It's been dry as hell as from what it used to be like. I always liked the holiday season, even though times where I really didn't celebrate, whether that was because of, religious um choices, like when I was studying with the Hebrews, we didn't, of course I didn't celebrate, because I remember when we lived communally and I was living in a house that's not very far from where I live now. And it's so interesting because my sibling came to town, and him and his son, my nephew, this was years ago, um very early 30s, came to visit me at the house. I think I was the only person there because though, we didn't celebrate, I think that some of the people that lived in the house still went to see family. And and when they left, my sibling told me that my nephew said, Aunt Nikki didn't buy me any gifts. Well, I didn't, he explained to him that I didn't celebrate. But anyway, but I still like the holiday season. I still like all the Christmas lights and the Christmas music, because of course, I grew up with it, and I just like I like the feeling. And as I stated, I'm sure I stated in one of these videos, because I remember, but I don't remember which one. Lady who raised me, she was not big on the holidays. Now, she wasn't a tyrant in that, we don't celebrate that in this house. No, it wasn't like that. We did, but it just wasn't. She wasn't really that into it. So I spoke of our babysitters who they were sisters, took us everywhere, took us to Hawaii, California, to Walt Disney World a couple times, and no, California, Walt Disneyland twice, took us to Walt Disney World in Florida twice. Well, I went twice to both. No, I went twice to Walt Disneyland in California. Did I go to Oh, I think I did go twice to Walt Disney World with them. My sibling only went once because he was older, and when he went off to college, it was just me. So I was still with them, traveling and whatnot. Yeah, because I remember we drove from Cleveland to Florida, and no, yes we did. Yes we did. Did we? Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. Shit, 51 years old. I was like 16 years old. But anyway, I know we drove from here to Cincinnati to Kings Island. If anybody's familiar with Kings Island, one of the, because we used to go to the amusement parks all the time. But nevertheless, I haven't done that in years. That probably would be really fun. I used to love. Now, when I was real young, I didn't like getting on them damn roller coasters. Okay, I like the what's we call the tilt-a-whirl and stuff like that, a tilt-a-twirl, something like that. Them things that would go around real fast. I like stuff like that. But I would get on them roller coasters though. But I didn't like it. But when I got older, I loved it. And one time, again, lady who raised me, she was a nurse, so she worked at Cleveland Clinic. They had an event. They had their day at the name of the park here locally was Geauga Lake, but then it became Six Flags. So I was there. I went with her. Of course, she wasn't riding nothing. She was at the tables with the uh, I want to say the Nurses Guild. It wasn't that. That's what they called it, church. But she with the Cleveland Clinic. So I went around that park by myself and getting on all the roller coasters and stuff by myself. But anyway, I still, I don't know why I even got up talking about the movies, but because of them. So, they did Christmas up really, really big. Thanksgiving, but Christmas, was a huge thing. And all the little Christmas shows, How the Grinch Stole Christmas and the Claymation, and I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I used to watch all those, and the Charlie Brown Christmas and everything, Charlie Brown Halloween, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And I had even bought I had two of the DVDs, a set. It was like 3 or 4 DVDs and a set for all of that Christmas stuff. I don't have any of that stuff anymore. I've had so much stuff in my little life, but I would move, and I get rid of stuff. But anyway, I have had 2 huge, well, I don't know if I should say huge, but good size DVD collections. But packing up to move, I'm like, I can't take this with me, so I would get rid of it. Well, one time I thought I was gonna move from here back to Atlanta. I really didn't want to go to Atlanta, but I wanted to get the hell out of here. And then when I left to go to New York recently, and of course I couldn't take all that shit. Okay, but anyway, so it's like, I remember growing up here during Christmas time. And they would have all the, they used to have on the news a contest. They would drive around the city to see who had the best Christmas lights and whatnot, decorations in their yard and stuff, and feature them on the news. I don't even know if they do that anymore. You don't really see too many decorations like that, like it was when I was growing up. Halloween, people just went all out. Nothing really for Thanksgiving, but they would do it, usually I think people kind of do it like the day after Thanksgiving or something like that. And they just, would go all out, all over the place. So you can see lights all over the place, and the snow and everything. But it's not really, that kind of died over the years. And it's just kind of like so dead. You would hear the Christmas music, and then people would complain because they started doing the decorations so early. And it's like, they're just trying to get as much money out of people as they possibly can. Early on, quote unquote commercializing Christmas and everything, but like this year, to me, it's been steadily like dead, but this year it just feels dead. And I can't even really say it's just a matter of, it's dead, the Christmas, it feels so dead. You don't hear no music. I see the lights. You don't. Now, I keep looking over here because the house next door to me, they have their Christmas lights up in the window. My window's right here. So I like looking at that. Places where they still do have the decorations and all the Christmas stuff. I don't know. It might have broke for a minute. But anyway, that might be was over there trying to stop shit, but whatever. You just don't see that too much anymore. Like I said, this year it's just dry than a motherfucker. Just fucking dry. Okay. But I love it. Like one of the schools that I would teach at, one of the districts, honey, they would go all out. They go all out for Christmas, okay? And one year I was at one district, and a girl that I knew worked there. I'm passing her on the steps. It was like maybe the day before Christmas break. She was like, "Girl, did you go get you some food?" And I was like, "No, ain't nobody told me." And she was like, "They don't never treat the subs right. Go on up there and get you some food." So I went up there. They had just oh my God, so much food, for the faculty and staff before, the holiday and whatnot. And another school in that same district that I was at, they had listen, honey, for every little thing, they always had something. And they would get the best food. It wasn't just like they would get a pizza, but it wasn't just like a Papa John's pizza. It's some special local place, and the shit would be so good, and all the cookies and stuff people make, just really good. And it kind of reminds me of like when I was growing up. Before I went to Catholic school, I went to a very small Protestant Christian school, and it was 7th through the 12th grade. It was 100 students. Now, that's small, right? And it was majority white, Caucasian. I think it was a handful of us there in general, in the grand scheme of things. And But every year we would prepare for our Christmas concert. Christmas concert was so nice. And it would be like on a Saturday night, either Friday night or Saturday night, I can't remember. But we would go in the gym, all the families would bring food, and we just have a nice Christmas dinner. I mean, it was huge because it was people and their family. So it's just how Black folks do it. It ain't just gonna be mom and dad. It's gonna be mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, a couple of cousins, folk that came in from out of town, okay, to visit them for the holiday, And then we would go over to the church because the church was right there, and have a beautiful, beautiful Christmas concert that we would prepare for weeks. And something I was gonna say about that. The school itself, it was a high school. It was like 5 churches. I think it was about 5 churches. They all came together and started a school, elementary school. Well, each church would have their own elementary school, and then that school that I went to, like 7th through 12th grade, was the high school. We didn't say middle school back then. What did we say? Junior high school, but they didn't really call it that just because it was 7th through the 12th grade, So it was, name of the school was Baptist Christian. And me and my sibling, like when we would meet people who went to public schools and stuff, we were so embarrassed to say, what school you go to? Baptist Christian. And they'd be like, what is that? Where is that? Because it was real far out. But anyway, and then they changed the name after I was long gone by this point, to Orange Christian Academy. And I don't even think the school is open now. I think that they closed, and I think they opened something there, but I don't know. It's been a long time. And but anyway, it was just a beautiful, beautiful concert that we would have. The director, the guy who put the whole concert together, he had a music background and everything. It was this Christian school, and I looked back on it and I was like, what was his name? I can't remember his name. I was so young back then, and we all knew he was a little different, but back as I got older, I was like, oh, he was flaming. Okay, he was married and everything though, but he was super talented, and we had some beautiful voices. But anyway, then when I went to Catholic school, we ain't had nothing like that. I mean, we had did we have a Christmas? We had some kind of concert. It might have been a Christmas concert, but not the whole dinner and everything. But anyway, so I don't know. It just feels so bland and dry to me, just in general, just like in the air, like deadpan. Okay. And I'm not saying it's a negative thing. Okay, I don't necessarily look at it as negative. Okay. I don't know, things change, and you get older, and then you start to look back, I'm talking about older. You start to look back on what things used to be. You hear, when I was young, you hear older people talk about that, and it's just like, okay, whatever, and then you get that age and you go through the same thing, how things used to be, especially working, in a school system, what school used to be like. And I think that a lot of people can agree over a certain age, because I feel like it's so much politics and stuff in school now. And then, true indeed, I went to private schools, so they didn't really have the same type of issues I think that they would have in public schools in regards of, government funding and what they say is going to be and all of that type of thing, run by the state, in other words. And it's interesting that I'm talking about this, because I do want to do a talk about children and a dream, about 3 dreams that I had a few years back. I did a reading before on my old channel. I didn't really make a big deal about it though, but I remember those dreams vividly, and I think it's something that needs to be discussed, definitely in regards to what I see, what I encounter in the school system. I'll just say this: I think people better, I want to say, wake up. Okay. The state of the world, the state of the school system, state of our homes, because I'm not going to sit here and blame everything on the schools. It's like I was getting my hair done one time, small shop. This was when I had my sister locks, and we were talking about school, because a couple of the people in there were working in the one of the school systems that I had subbed at, and they just got to complaining, the teachers ain't this, the teachers ain't that. And it's like, listen, I get it. you're going to have, and no matter what profession, you're going to have some people that don't care. But I've been in some of these schools, and I see the burnout, that teachers may have. And your teacher can't teach you and be your fucking parent. I mean, my God, it's some things. No, it ain't the motherfucking teachers. It's not. It's home. Period. Point blank. And people may not like that, but it's the goddamn truth. Okay. I've done some long-term teaching positions, not as well as a sub, but not like a daily sub where I was in that position, teaching whatever the topic was for a while. And sometimes having to call parents, it's just like, or discipline and whatnot, worked on that side too. And, it's you got some parents who don't care. They don't, or they feel like, shit, ain't nothing I can do about it. It's like, okay, and then what can you do? It's only so much you can do. And it's only so much, when I was coming up, and I know they did this in public school. Like I said, I personally went to private school all my life. I gave a story about how they did my sibling in public school, but we used to get paddled. And I'm not saying that people need to do that. I'm not saying that at all. That they need to go back to that. Okay. I say I reserve my personal opinion, not on this motherfucker. But anyway, and teachers can't do it all. Teachers can't parent your fucking children. They're supposed to be teaching them math and reading and writing. Okay. Not parenting, not parenting them. Okay. You have some schools where the school is trying to give the parents an incentive to bring their children to school, and the children is in the fucking kindergarten and the fucking first grade. The fuck are you talking about? And this ain't no city thing and no suburb thing. Okay? Only in the city, not the suburbs. On a fucking bed. Okay. So, but I'll reserve that for another day when I'm better prepared for that, because I really wasn't prepared to do that tonight. So anyway, I was going to do what I've been doing. I'm kind of sleepy. I went to bed last night at 6:56. Okay. 6:56 p.m. Okay. And woke up at woke up about 11 something. And then I went back to bed right away. And then got up pretty damn early. So I could have stayed in bed a few more hours, actually. I had to get up at 5:30, 5:40 in the morning. Okay, I have to be to work pretty damn early. Okay. Well, at the one school that I've been at, I have to be there early as hell. Okay, and get out early, but man, sometimes it's like that. Doing that every day, it takes a toll. And I feel like I go to bed at a decent hour, but sometimes, long gone are the years for me where I could stay up till about 1, 2 in the morning and get up at 5 and I'm straight, And I'm saying them days is long gone. I remember a couple college days where I stayed up almost 24 hours, whether I was studying or just hanging out, It was cool. But them days is over. All right, them days is over. But anyway, so you just have to sometimes, like I said, you get a certain age and you want to kind of ruminate, look back on things, and it's like you can, but you can't stay stuck there. What they say, the only constant is change. Things change, and you may feel like, I find myself, especially talking to people my age, a lot saying, well, I miss the 80s. And everybody's in my age group's in agreement with that. Oh my God, yes, But at the same, and then we go into, how bad it is in this area and how it is in that area nowadays, and they don't have what we had and blah, blah, blah. And I laugh and I say, and I know my grandmother, because like I said, I hung out with my grandmother. She was And her back in the 80s, she was looking at life the same way I am now. Like this world is a mess. What done happened to the earth? You understand what I'm saying? My grandmother, she was so funny. One thing she hated, oh my God, she hated it. She hated commercials for like sanitary napkins and tampons. She hated that shit. She and she wanted me to be in agreement with her, and it's like I would just say, yeah, grandma, you're right, but it's like, how could I be in agreement with her? I grew up seeing that. I didn't think it was a big deal. She would get so disgusted and she would look at me, face all twisted up, and she'd just be like, look at that. That's bad, ain't it? They shouldn't be showing that on TV, should they? And I'd be like, nah, grandma. But to me it was like, why not? Women need them. They're advertising, but I understand her. But at the same time, being young at the time, I would just kind of look at her and think to myself, well, that's an old way of thinking. Women need to know what's out there, But I get it now. I get it. Because some shit I be looking at, I see on TV. I look at, well, what streaming apps and shit. I can't help but say TV. I wouldn't watch TV if I do it with a streaming app. And like, when the ads come on, I'll say commercial. My daughter will be like, ad. And I'm like, it's the same fucking thing. It's a commercial. And she's like, it's an ad, so it's so funny because like when I was young, I never thought that I would think like that, like an older person. Of course, because you don't, because you're young. You understand? You're younger, and then you get older and the hormones and things, things, life changes, mind changes, you see life differently, and that's okay. You do sometimes, you miss your youth. What do they say? Like, youth is wasted on the young. And, I get it, because it's like so much comes with youth that or doesn't come with it. You can look at it one way or another. You don't, so much about yourself you don't know, you don't realize. And it's almost a waste, because if you knew, like they say, if I knew then what I know now, how different things would have been. Or like people say, like, what would you say to you see the things on social media, what would you say to your 20-year-old self or your 30-year-old self, And I think sometimes when I see those things, okay, I would say this. But even if I did tell my 20-year-old self that, would my 20-year-old self know really what the hell I'm talking about? Because my 20-year-old self has not experienced certain things yet. Just life changes, just within one's own being, Okay, so anyway, interesting. But like I was saying, it's deadpan than a motherfucker. Okay, and then sometimes I think, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe because I'm not, all I'm doing is, work, and home. And in one respect, I'm very content with that, because I used to be one of the people, I was always on the go, and people were like, I can never find you, you're never home. And, I don't know, I always found something to do, because I just like to be out and about, hell, I don't know. Sometimes I just was at the mall walking around, you know what I'm saying? Or I went to a movie, I went out to eat, I was always trying to go to some festival. When we used to have a lot of the, here in the area, I'll go to a lot of the Black conscious events, lectures and stuff like that. There was a guy here. He still may do it. I've just kind of lost touch. Every February for Black History Month, he would have some lecturers come out, Ashra Kwesi, and I got faces in my head. I can't think of everybody's name, and I really enjoyed going to that. One year, me and a lady who raised me, she was like, you want to go to Kwanzaa this year? We did. Oh, the events were so nice. We had such a good time. And I think we went the next year too, so I just will always go to those types of events, like I said, Bobby Hemmett come, I'll go see Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Africa come, I'll go see Dr. Africa, always finding something to do. Those were the things I like. Well, we don't really have that going on here right now. We don't have a Black bookstore in the area any longer. Well, we never really had a whole lot of them. But there was one that I used to go to. It was called Timbuktu. It was on 55th and what was that? St. Clair. Man, listen, you can go in there. We in there all day long talking. I would go right after I get off work at 3:00, 3:30. Rather that I'd be in there sometimes 7, 8 o'clock. Just we all just chopping it up, conferring with each other. Talking about what we've read, talking about all the great history, Black history and whatnot. Having a wonderful time. Then there was one used called African Arts when it first opened. It opened in the mall here. I was home. Was it summer? One summer, I think, and I was working there. I had like 3 jobs one time. I come home for the summer. I give me 2 or 3 jobs. I worked there. Then they moved to an area, and because of some of the nature of the books in the area, I think they pretty much got rid of them. Excuse me. Like they had the Protocols of Zion in there. Well, the area they was in, I ain't gonna have this motherfucking book in here. And they made them take the book out. And next thing you know, the store was closed, And then the guy who ran Timbuktu, eventually they closed, and he tried another area. It just didn't stick. But one thing they told me was that it's always like that here in Cleveland. That whole Black conscious thing, it goes in waves here for some reason. Well, I can tell you right now, unless it's something I'm missing, it's at an all-time low. I've been running into lately some of the people that I used to see at the events all the time. I hadn't seen these people in years, but I moved to a different area when I came back here from New York, and I see a lot of them, and they're like, one lady was like, "It ain't no more stuff going on." I was like, I haven't heard about anything going on, but it's good to run into those people because we used to have a nice time. Used to have a nice time with the events and everything, just the culture of it all, people, the vendors and whatnot selling their stuff, and the Black folks, it just was nice. It was nice. All right. But anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, 27 minutes in. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta, the ArtKitech, but on this channel, we simultaneously destroy and build. There can be no resurrection without destruction. Once again, I'm Kenyatta, but you refer to me as Miss Kenyatta, Queen, Empress, Princess, Goddess, okay, or whatever I tell you refer to me as. Once again, I have no enemies, okay, love and goodwill taken care of within eliminates that without. I feel like when you as you're going through life and you have these issues arise in you, okay, I said in you, so things that are concerning yourself, okay. That you will, as I feel like as you heal and as you grow and you develop and you learn more about yourself, there was always, layers begin to peel. You may have healed one area, reconciled one area, and then another thing comes up, okay, and it's like, oh wow, and I feel like that's a good thing, and sometimes we can wallow in it because we're used to it. We know how to deal with it, even though the feeling is like, ugh, strange, weird, and whatnot. We don't like it, want to get rid of it. Why am I like this? All of this type of thing, okay? But as those things continue to come up, like I said, that's a good thing. It's just like you cut yourself, and that wound, what does it do? It begins to scab over. You understand what I'm saying? In the healing process, So this, sometimes the scab hurts, sometimes it's itchy and all of that type of stuff. And then sometimes what do? We want to peel the scab off before it has truly healed. And then what do we have? It's bleeding again because it hasn't really healed all the way, And then you just got to be patient. You might scar. You might even leave a scar sometimes, depending on what area of your body. But sometimes you just want to you let that thing stay there until, no matter how it looks, until it's completely healed, So as I feel like as we're going through life and we run into these issues that, the issues of life, the issues of our heart, and, allow those things to, instead of running from it and shirking and all of that type of shrinking but I really mean more shirking ourselves and, beating ourselves up and berating ourselves. It's just kind of like sit with it, learn about it. However you heal, allow that thing to be healed. Okay. And sometimes I feel like even in the healing process, it's like within ourselves, I feel like, those feelings may still may still surface, resurface. Sometimes you just, what do they say? Fake it till you make it. Sometimes it's just a matter of, I see you. I feel you. I know you're there. However, what I do know, I know, okay, I know the truth now. Fuck the feeling. I know the truth. Okay. The thought, the negative thought, I know the truth. Whatever that truth is, Don't let that thing keep telling you, beating you up and beating you down, and you ain't this and you ain't that, and whatever the case may be. I know. Okay. All right. So loving goodwill take because that's that enemy that's within. You are your only enemy. Okay. Loving goodwill. Let me just go on. Loving goodwill taken care of. Loving goodwill. Love and goodwill taken care of within eliminates that without. Loving goodwill taken care of within. Love and goodwill. Loving yourself. Okay. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is long suffering. It is not puffed up. Okay. To oneself. All right. It doesn't keep an account of wrongdoing. Okay. Love and goodwill taken care of within eliminates that without. Goodwill, charity, loving yourself, being good to yourself, goodwill to yourself eliminates that without. Okay, there may be forces outside of you who want you to be your enemy. Okay, that has nothing to do with you. That is something that is a burden that they carry for whatever reason. But love and goodwill within eliminates that without. Okay. All right. I, once again, definitely won't be tolerating. But again, like I say, what did the article I read a long time ago, it said that the enemies of God are defeated. But, I also say, where we have finding the scriptures in Isaiah, I think it's 45:9. I'm not sure. I have to look, but I know it's in Isaiah. God is both the creator of the good and the evil. Okay. So did he ever really have any enemies? How can God have any enemies? You know what I'm saying? God is the creator of all. You know what I mean? Created it all. Enemy, what you mean, enemy? Everything works for God. Okay, what did it say about your enemies being your footstool? Everything. It's a footstool to that created and made it be whatever it designed and destined it to be, whatever that God, that creator designed and destined it to be and made it be. This is what you're going to be to me. You know what I'm saying? Satan, what are you doing? I'm just walking up to and fro in the earth, Have you considered my servant Job? I got a job for you to do. Go to work. Okay. So, also, I will not be tolerating anyone being common with me or anyone else on my platform. Okay. Those who are genuinely supportive of me. All right. I certainly am thankful to those who are supportive of me. Okay. Appreciate the likes, shares, and subscribe. I don't know about these shares. Sometimes I see shares, and then when that thing comes at the end of the week, it's like, you had 5 shares. And I'm like, I only knew of 1 or 2. You understand what I'm saying? But okay, but it's just the same thing. I get off here that says 16, and then I go on my app with 1 view, but 3 likes. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, okay, so I won't be tolerating that, and I definitely won't be tolerating anyone's bullying. Okay. I want to say we're too old to be bullied. I'm bullying folks and all of that type of shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's ridiculous. Okay. But no one should do it. I hate to see that in the classroom. When I see that in the classroom, I let them know, not in my classroom. Okay, not in here with me. I don't care what the teacher, you ain't gonna be no bullying nobody in this classroom. Because who the fuck are you to bully? I mean, of course, I don't say that to them, but in other words, who the fuck are you to bully someone? Seriously. Really? Okay. And then when the world comes along and bullies your motherfucking ass, the bullied in, you got an issue with it and a problem with it. You want to cry and scream victim. Okay. We already got enough forces around us that want to try and bully us. Okay. But we fall. But they don't really have to no more. We fall in line and do whatever the fuck they tell us to do. Okay. They got their bullying shit down pat. Okay. But anyway, we are going to move on here. Of course, I'm going to do a reading. Okay, but first I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 8. Okay. Now, let me say this. Okay. Miss Puss, you don't want to leave me alone. That's what you got to deal with on your own. I have not Like I said, I don't give a fuck what nobody, the crazy ass text, and don't be signing me up for shit, bitch. Or no fucking body else. Okay. I've not changed my fucking phone number since I've known your motherfucking ass, obviously. Okay. And I'm not fucking going to. Okay. I have business that I conduct. Okay. Whatever the fucking business. Whatever the fuck it is, it's mine. Okay. I ain't gotta change shit. Okay. So don't be signing my motherfucking name and number up for shit. And think I'm gonna be stupid enough to call it and respond to it. Okay. I know what the fuck I know what the fuck I inquire about and what I don't. Okay, everybody ain't a curious fucking George. Get themselves in all kind of deep shit, especially in a scammy ass world we live in. But even if it wasn't one, if I didn't inquire about it and I didn't sign up for it, the fuck is it? What the fuck are you? What? How the fuck are you all fucking bothering me talking about you? I didn't sign up for a goddamn thing and I didn't inquire about shit. Whatever the fuck, whatever that fuck that shit is. Okay. All right, so let me get my motherfucking glasses. I thought oh, here they go, right here, my fucking face. Okay. And trying to block people's third eye and all that kind of crazy ass shit, bitch. Please. Okay. Praise of wisdom we hear in chapter 8. It's only 36 verses. The whole chapter is entitled Praise of Wisdom. Still on wisdom. Doth not wisdom cry and understanding put forth her voice? Let me see. Cry out. Okay. She standeth in the top of high places by the way in places of the path. Let me see. She takes her stand on high hills. Okay, beside the way where the paths meet. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in, at the doors, or at the entrance, obviously. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver. Okay. Receive the instruction of wisdom, and not silver. Now, I don't think it's saying here, and I don't know, but what I'm going to say is, I don't think you need to not receive silver, but receive the instruction first. Okay? Or receive the instruction and knowledge rather than choice gold. But, we see people fuck the instruction, fuck the knowledge, fuck the wisdom. You just give me the money. And do all kind of manner of foolishness to get themselves in all kind of trouble. I mean, we see that happening before our eyes, but for the last God knows how many years now. Okay, people who got that shit getting their asses in trouble left and fucking right, off to the fucking jail cell, nigga. Okay, I wisdom dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. Now let me see. Okay. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge. Is that what that is? And discretion. Interesting. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. Okay, the pride, bitch, you're going to keep bothering me no matter what. Okay? Because you're just so fucking full of pride. Okay? And I'm just going to, you keep sending crazy ass shit to my phone if you fucking want to, bitch. That's on you. Your fucking pride. Okay? And I see you sitting there huffing and shit. Your fucking pride. That's on your motherfucking ass, not mine. Okay. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. Listen to this. This is where the strength lies in. Okay, counsel, sound wisdom, understanding. By me, kings reign and princes decree justice. If I want to be, I'm a this and I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm a that. By me, here, by what? Counsel, understanding, wisdom. What's by it? Kings reign. Okay, and princes decree justice. By me, princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. My fruit is better than gold, okay? What I bring forth, okay, out of the mouths, okay, out of the heart, okay, all right? What I, the seeds I plant and what I bring forth here, okay? I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance. Those that love me, the wisdom here. Okay, we're talking about wisdom. Okay, wisdom by wisdom kings reign. Okay, by wisdom princes rule, etc., etc. Wisdom loves those that love it. Okay, those that seek wisdom early shall find it. Riches and honor, true riches and honor, okay, because you may get that shit, but that shit wastes away. Some of y'all know about that, who thieves and liars and manipulators and all type of shit just to have some riches, okay? Riches and honor, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you do. I feel what you're doing, bitch. You're not gonna stop shit over here. Okay. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. The fruit of wisdom, the fruit of wisdom, the fruit of wisdom is better than gold, than fine gold, okay, and my revenue than choice wisdom, okay, the revenue of wisdom. I lead in the way of righteousness. Wisdom leads in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the path of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, that I may cause those that love me to inherit, those that love wisdom to inherit substance. Now, if you think I'm just talking about material gain here, then, we in all that get an understanding. Okay, the wealth is not in the material thing that wastes away. The wealth is in you, the abundance of you. Okay, who you are, your soul, your being, your light, your truth, your spirit, and your darkness, okay? Because that makes up the totality of who and what you are. God said, I created the evil and the good, the dark and the light, all right? The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way. The Lord possessed wisdom in the beginning of his way before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was, before there was an earth, okay? I was set up from everlasting, okay? From everlasting, which has always been, okay, and will always be everlasting. From the beginning, okay, or before the earth ever was, wisdom was here. Okay. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth, confirmation, okay, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the waters should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, okay, then I was by him, okay, listen at this, when he appointed, when he gave, when he established, when he prepared, when he had not made, okay, as us ourselves, co-creators, when you prepared your heavens, okay, when you establish, when you strengthen the fountains of the depth of yourself, of your soul, of your being, when you give to the sea your decree, whatever that may be, okay, that the waters should not pass your commandment, okay, his commandment. We are co-creators, ye are gods. When he appointed, that's why I said you can only be, the only enemy can be you. Okay, we are not talking about anything of any kind of material shit that passes away. That some people say, well, that shit ain't ain't feel no fucking way. That the Hindus call Maya illusion. Okay. Right. When he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Wisdom here. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not, or do not disdain it. In other words, blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me, this is wisdom, wrongeth his own soul. Now, nobody else's. Nobody else's. Wisdom. Wisdom says, leave the shit alone, leave the bitch alone, move on. Okay. Pride says, you about to go before a destruction, and your haughty ass spirit, arrogance before your fucking fall. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. Sinning against it, refusing it. I don't give a fuck about wisdom. Whose soul are you wronging? Not no fucking body else's. Your own. You're wronging your own soul. All that hate me love death. And we're not just talking about physical death here. Okay. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall, your own fucking pitiful ass life. This shit you brought on your fucking self. No one else. So we're going to do a reading here from the Rider-Waite. Okay. A quick night tonight. Thank you to those who have become members of my Patreon as well. Okay, I'll try to get some more readings done this weekend. Okay, December 2023. December 2023 for those who are part of this collective. Watch, whether you have subscribed or not, but you watch, and that's fine. Okay. I have some people I watch all the time, but haven't subscribed. I'm like, why don't you subscribe? I don't know. Sometimes it just depends. So I understand sometimes if a person doesn't. And it's no slight necessarily against that person. If your spirit just hasn't told you to make that commitment. Okay. December 2023 for those who watch. We're part of this collective, once again, from the Rider-Waite. One more shuffle. Gotta make it another one. The card fell out. All right, let's get into it. Here we have Judgment in reverse. Let me see how I want to do my spread tonight. Diamond or square? Square, I'm hearing. 8 of Wands. Upright. Death card. Upright. 6 of Wands. Upright. And here we have Queen of Cups. In reverse. Okay. Judgment. It gonna be judgment. Okay. Someone doesn't want to realize or face their judgment, or really, I heard or and then I heard nor, so both. They don't want to realize their judgment, they don't want to face their judgment. Okay, they don't want to deal with it, but judgment I'm hearing is upon them, okay? And I'm hearing they need to realize this, okay? This is what is coming into their life, okay? Or what has come, okay? Massive, I am hearing. I'm hearing something about dogmatic. Okay, y'all keep the stank bite out. The stank booties keep out. If you don't, no one wants to smell that shit. It's different if your ass is clean and you ain't got disease rumbling up through your womb and shit that you ain't dealing with. You still shouldn't be invading people's fucking privacy. Okay. No. Keep that shit out of here. I want to smell your stinking ass. Okay. The shits go in the fucking toilet, not up in your fucking womb. Get that shit cleaned out. Penicillin or whatever the fuck. Okay. But I heard massive, and I'm hearing death, okay? Massive death. But I'm hearing upon many, okay? There's going to come, it's interesting because I'm hearing a death upon many, okay? But I'm also hearing many deaths are coming on their way. Okay? And I'm hearing this is going to be victorious for the earth. That's what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing. Okay. All right. Sorry once again. Okay. I'm sitting so close to this thing. I need to pull back. Okay. This is going to be victorious for the earth. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. I'm hearing the promising here of a great future for many. And I'm hearing many that were stolen from, that were isolated, toned down. So I feel like people who, those who were, people were trying to, doing things to hide their light so no one would see them. Okay, or hide them in some way, shape, or form, whether that physically trying to keep you trapped up some goddamn where, okay, but, through slander and all of that type of thing, okay, so that people would not see you in your light, okay. I'm hearing it's coming to full fruition. They will know you, okay. They will know who you are, okay, and you're going to bring something here. I'm hearing, okay, to this universe. I'm hearing, okay, to this world. Shine bright. I keep hearing that with Rihanna. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, but I'm hearing brighter. You're going to shine much brighter than that, and no one nor no thing will be able to stop you. Okay, but I am hearing, okay, death is upon many. Many whose views were distorted. Once again, people who lied on you, slandered you, things like that. Okay, lied about you. Okay, maybe made fun of, who you are, what you do, so no one would see you. Okay, possibly stole your work. Okay, that type of thing. All right. Their days, I'm hearing, have come to a close. There we go. Confirmation, goddamn. Okay. Confirmation. All right. Okay. Their days have come to a close. Okay. They will no longer be, I'm here, cease to exist. Their time is up. Okay. And of course, well, I want to say in one respect, I want to say, I don't know necessarily if it's a moral thing. I think it is, but at the same time, it's like their time is up. Everything I feel like has its time. Okay. And just simply the time has come to an end. The time has come to a close. Okay. It's time for the earth, I'm hearing, and the elements to move on. Okay. Your time is up. It's come to a close. Move on. Okay. The earth will be moving forward. Okay. Whether you are ready or not. Many will not be, I'm hearing. Okay. Many, okay, will cease to be. Their time, once again, has come to a close. It's time to move on. Earth will not hold you any longer. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. You can't stay. All right. Let's keep on going here. We have the devil in goddamn reverse. There it is. Okay. The star upright. Seven of Swords. Upright, right under the Death card. Okay. Seven of Cups. Upright. Okay. And the Hangman. Upright. Okay. All right. So I feel like, I'm like what held you. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing since the earth began, but what upheld you. Okay. I feel like, yeah, the earth upheld for so long. Massive, I'm hearing, arrest. Okay, or a stopping, not necessarily arrest, but that could be, law. Okay, could be. All right, but I'm hearing officials, I'm hearing government, mass arrest, mass awakening. Okay, the world has awakened and it is awakening. Okay, I'm hearing all the more, even more. These people, I'm hearing these energies, these soulless beings, okay, are no longer allowed to rest. Okay, in this time and space, they must move on. They probably gonna go somewhere. I don't know. I'm not saying hell, not that, whatever. Okay, but I feel like being moved out of this space and time. They will no longer be. They will cease to exist in this realm. I am hearing there is another realm. Okay, where they will go, where they will live, where they will exist, but cease to be here in this time frame. Okay, in this time period, the time that is upon us, the time that is coming, but it's the time that is near. And I am hearing the time that is here. It is here. I'm hearing a word. I gotta look it up. I heard culpable. Okay, deserving blame. Okay, the culpable will cease to exist in this time frame, in this period here. Okay, it's done and over with. It's a done deal. We see here the devil in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing some interesting shit. Okay. Oh wow. Let me see. Tell about the devil. I mean, the devil itself, or himself, whatever, okay, has come to an awakening, an understanding of things. Clarity. I understand now. I get it. Okay. I don't care. The books, we always talk about the books, the scriptures, and the quote unquote holy books and whatnot. I used to tell the lady who raised me when I was young, just because we have revelation doesn't mean the book has been, is done being written. She just said, I think she thought I was so strange. But anyway, I used to say something that's strange. Well, to her, the strange. It wasn't strange to me. And she'd be like, "That baby, that's just too deep for me." Okay. But anyway, all right. I mean, his time has come to a close. Okay. His period is up. All right. I feel like with this star card here, okay, these have risen, I'm hearing, okay, choices. Made the right choices. I'm hearing something about proper setup. I'm not sure why setup, okay, but proper alignment, okay, with themselves, with others, with the earth, okay, cleansing. And I feel like the earth is cleansing itself, okay, or has cleansed itself, okay. I'm hearing there will be more, okay, quite a bit, quite much is what I'm hearing, okay, more cleansing to take place here in this space, okay. Be ready for it. All right, let me see how. I feel like this cleansing thing might take place quickly. So what I mean is, whatever the cleansing might be, say it's like weather, okay? It may come through quickly, okay? okay, or the time period that it takes for this to occur. Okay, it will happen fast. But I think we need to understand, now this is just me, okay, time is relative. You know, it's so funny when people get readings and they always want to know when, okay? I prefer to tell people I don't do time frames. I don't like doing time frames. I'm always willing to ask, and I will, but don't hold me to it, okay? Because energy changes, things change, okay? But time is relative as well. So if you say it's going to happen soon, well, soon is, is different to different people. Soon, 2 months might be soon for someone, and someone else might say, oh, that's long. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So quickly, what is quickly in regards to the vastness of the space that we live in? Okay. And I don't mean just the earth, the whole system, okay, that we are a part of. Okay. 1,000 days is 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is 1,000 years. Okay. To God. So, 1,000 years is as a day. Like, please, you understand what I'm saying? It says in the scriptures to God. So that's a long time to y'all. It ain't necessarily a long time to God. Okay. But a day as 1,000 years. Okay. But anyway, quickly. Okay. So once again, at this thing of the lying, the stealing, the manipulating. Okay. Holding, like I said, people hostage. Okay, I'm hearing of their wares of who they are, of their beginnings. Okay, and I feel like that could mean like of their beginnings of who they are, have been destined to be. Okay, you won't try to come in and steal and manipulate that and take that for your fucking self. Okay, or just make sure it don't happen for the motherfucker. Okay, when it's supposed to. Okay, they have a reigning to take place. I'm hearing there is a reigning that must be. Okay, in regards, oh wow, I'm hearing to these new souls that are entering the earth. Okay, okay, I don't know. Okay, new children that are coming through. Okay, whatever. Everybody don't have it. No, that's here don't have no soul. We know that. Okay, but anyway, the enlightenment, instead of this thing of holding these people hostage, or making sure that people don't come together who are supposed to bring these new souls into this space, okay, or the new soul that they create just in them coming together, okay, whether that be a man and a woman, or any kind of what we may look at as coupling or romantic relationship, or just maybe supposed to do some kind of work with others, okay, that is going to uplift the space, the time period here, okay, that we are moving into, that that we are I'm hearing held to, bound to. So it's like, I feel like hearing that, it's like it's gonna happen regardless, one way or the other, whether you like it or not, whether you ready for it or not. Shit, a tsunami come, nobody stops that motherfucker just comes. Hurricane come, nobody stops that motherfucker, it just comes when it comes. Okay, you cannot stop it. Okay, and that's what it's going to be, is what I'm hearing. Okay, the days of living in some kind of illusion. Okay, trying to dismantle these star beings, for example, okay, who are here for this. The whole thing just sounds like a new earth. Okay, let's be real about it. Okay, here for that. Okay, to build that. Okay, but trying to keep things from them from them. Okay, they are meant here, they are sent here, I'm feeling like, to do these things, to build this earth. Okay, the financial reward and blessings that people trying to steal from those who are meant to do that type of thing. Okay, so you can go spend it on bullshit, on nothing, so that the earth can still stay in a rotten, fucked up situation that is in. Okay, you will be held, I hear the word culpable again, you deserve blame, you will be held accountable for these things. This is what I'm hearing. It's like I was listening to a brother last night who was talking about how what do you say, those planets that are not in, I believe that's what he said, 5D already, are just kind of looked at as just archaic, fucked up, and fucking behind, okay, to the Galactic Federation. Okay, it was New Life Tools. I'll put the I really like a lot of his stuff. I'll put the link to the video. Okay, but that's one thing that he was saying. I can believe it. So he said these negative entities look at a space like Earth, like that Go down there and fuck with them motherfuckers. They hate each other. They kill each other. You know, they're not trying to. They don't want the space and the earth and whatnot to flourish and be better. Okay, they don't want that. So it's easy to go down there, like I did the last reading I did with that particular energy who keeps the same shit, different lifetime, putting them in a time and space with these negative entities. They can't wait for that motherfucker to come to reincarnate again, so they can have a field day with his fucking ass. Okay, they feed off of that. Knight of Cups, upright. The Hierophant, upright. Queen of Wands, upright. King of Wands, interesting, in reverse. Four of Wands, in reverse. Okay, let's see here. I feel I want to say like changing of the guard, or the old traditional ways. Okay, they can no longer be rule. Okay, these things are no longer empowered or empowered. You know, so like for religion, for example, you know, where they talk about how people are just leaving religion. Okay, they're no longer empowering. Okay, to the masses, I feel, and no longer empowered. The old traditional ways, like I just did a whole spiel at the beginning of the video about, you know, the whole season. Well, this Christmas season is supposed to be a religious one. I know we're supposed to have a separation of religion of church and state. Okay, and the whole world closes down on Christmas Day. But anyway, okay, and I'm not talking about Christ. Okay, but I'm talking about the I feel like in the traditional things. That I just get at the beginning of the video. Interesting. Thank you for the 1 thumbs up. I wasn't talking about, I was talking about how, you know, what used to be, how the warmth of it no longer is. You don't see it anymore. You don't see it to the degree that you saw it anymore. Just people they're not there anymore. Okay. Now you could be like what somebody might say, old fogey, and just, it ain't like it used to be. Sure. Or you can look at it and realize, like I said earlier, everything must change. Change is the only constant. Okay. It wasn't always, and it's not going to be always. Okay. Things change. They, you know, evolve, they move on. That time period is no more. We see that in our own personal lives as individuals. Like I said, you know, we are the micro to the macro. We see that in our own individual lives. What was is no more. You cannot go back to it. It is dead and gone. When you try to resurrect it, it's just not the same. It cannot be the same. It was for that time period. And time is constantly moving. So it's very little love I'm seeing, again, as I'm seeing in the cards, for those old, you know. And when I say old, you know, a lot of times we equate old to negative. You old bitch, you old this, you old that old, you know. It's not, I'm not equating it to negative when I say old. It is old, or it is older. It has passed away. I'm not looking at it in a condescending way or to put it down or anything like that. It's just what it is. You don't call an infant old. You don't call a teenager old. Understand what I'm saying? But that's relative too, you know. Depends on what we're referring to. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, a car that's 5 years old, you may say is old. You know, the shit begin to wear down early. As soon as you drive it off the lot, for example. Okay. Just using that as an example. Okay. So, but when things, you know, we use it, things are used, they have their purpose, they're worn out, and then what? They die. Okay. Or they transform to something else. A tree. That motherfucker can last for a long motherfucking time, but eventually what? It dies. Okay, or it's transformed into something else, and I feel like everything is useful. Okay, becomes of you is useful. Okay, what its use would be, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, but even the human body, if it was to just be buried into the ground, then it would what? It would feed the soil. Okay, but you know, because our bodies are made up of that. All right. But anyway, back to this. So I see here there's there may be some love there, but it is not on a mask for the old traditional things. What my generation, what we would call at this, not just my generation, what we would call at this time the old traditional things. Well, my great whatever grandmother or father would have said was old traditional. For that time period would be might be different. Okay. Or what my daughters well, she say she ain't having no children. Okay, the only child. Okay, I'm not mad about it. Okay, but you know she would have children and so on down the line. What they would say would be old. You know it varies. Okay, but nevertheless we're talking about this right here. Okay, that is there's very little love for it. But what I am saying, I do see here a move, okay, to what we have been hearing talked about, okay, the matriarchal, okay, aspect of things coming back into play, I'm even here into balance, okay. But I feel like things I feel like will become more matriarchal as they once were at one period of time. We have enough history books to tell us. The one book I still ain't cracked it open to go over, okay, The Great Cosmic Mother. It gives you all of that history, okay. There are other ones. Another book, okay, When Women Ran with is that what it was called? When Women Ran with Wolves or something like that, and When God Was a Woman, so on and so forth, okay. Even in my textbook when I would teach religious studies in class, it's right in there. I feel like things are being moved back in what was stolen from or manipulated, okay, that okay aspect of the world that we lived in, which was I feel that matriarchal, okay, aspect or leadership role, okay, or but like I said, coming back into balance, coming back into play. But at the same time, I feel like that whole patriarchal leadership, from what I'm seeing here, okay, will be no more. Okay. Now, I'm not saying never again, so don't nobody hear, oh, Lord, she's a feminist. No, I'm not. I'm reading fucking cards here. Okay. And I'm talking about history, okay? It's cyclical. It's not linear. Okay. Things, and we read it in Ecclesiastic. What once was will be again. What is now has been and will be again. Okay. So I'm seeing that the matriarchal here coming into a place of leadership. I'm not talking about women being in leadership roles, but it was still patriarchal with a patriarchal mindset. That's not matriarchy. Sorry, it's not. Just because a woman are in leadership roles, but still have a patriarchal mindset, that's not matriarchy. Okay, I really should crack open that book and get into it and do, we do some talks on here with it. Okay, or read some excerpts out of it. Okay, that's not what that is. That has nothing to do with it. Just because a human being with breasts and a vagina is up there, but it's still a patriarchal mindset. Okay, so I feel like that is the world and realm that the world is going into. Okay, and I feel like this whole idea of stealing, the manipulation, the theft, okay, from others, okay. I'm not. Well, let me see. I feel like you see less of that in a matriarchal society. I feel like the patriarchal, because of the way it is, and I'm not putting it down, I'm saying it just is what it is, okay? I feel like it breeds that type of thing more, as opposed that warring type of thing, competition type of thing more than where I feel like the matriarchal aspect of things is more nurturing, loving, caring, kind, okay? This whole thing, the patriarchal world realm, okay? And not saying the NA, that's not what that is either. That's simply not what that is. Okay. It does not equate to feminism. That is not what that is. Okay. But I feel like it is, like no more. Okay. It will exist no more. Okay. For this time period that we are moving into. All right. Let's keep going here. Okay. We have Two of Swords upright, Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. The Sun card in reverse, and King of Pentacles in reverse. So, just because, you may have some societies, okay, well, I shouldn't say that, just because maybe you have a woman who in a patriarchal society leads the home, because there's no man there for whatever reason it may be, does not mean that that home is a matriarchy. Doesn't. It is a way of life in being. It has nothing to do with just because it is a female there or just because it is a male there. It is a thought process. Okay. It is a worldview. Okay. And how things operate based on that worldview. It doesn't have nothing to do with your genitalia. Okay. And the woman leading the home. That's not a matriarchy. Okay. The house is matriarchal in a whole patriarchal society, that from the rooted to the tutor, built on that. I gotta crack open that book. Okay. To share here. All right. And let's see. Now, it's going to be hard for some folks to reconcile, I feel. It will be difficult. I'm hearing it will be a difficult change over, okay? There are some who are going to hate it. What does this mean now? Okay. It'll be hard. It'll be difficult. There'll be some, I want to say, dark days because things have changed. I don't know why I'm thinking about it, and I'm not saying this is what it's going to be, but I'm thinking about the Hunger Games, okay, which was in a future from this time period, okay. The future from this time period. Well, look at the change that took place, okay, and how difficult that was. Okay, for people to realize and, to see what the society became. I'm not saying this is going to be that. I'm just talking about the change that will take place. Okay, there will be a change, a massive change that I'm hearing people will undergo, that this world will undergo. Okay, and they're not going to like it. They're going to be some that they're not, they're not going to like it. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing hurtful, harmful. Okay, peace. Okay, gone. Okay, for some time, okay, until things have manifested into reality. So the thought process, I feel like, and hearing things on the news about, these kind of changes that are going to take place and wherever else, okay, maybe even seeing media type of things, movies, books, so on and so forth, okay, political parties, things of that nature that begin to talk this kind of talk, okay. Massive awareness, I'm hearing, okay? All right. And at the bottom of the deck, look what we have, okay? Justice, fairness, okay? Coming back to this world, to this society, okay? Where it has once been gone, okay? By, hold on. Gone by those in command, by those in charge, who are leading the way to destroy this world and this realm. Okay, it will not be destroyed. This realm cannot be destroyed. There are other things that this realm must do, that this realm must partake in. Okay, you have no choice but to change over. It's not about you, your whims, that type of thing. Okay, or how you feel about it. Okay, I'm hearing self-destruction. Okay, you're on a road here. Okay, in this earth realm. Okay, to incompleteness. Okay, to destroying oneself. I'm hearing something about a middleman. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not picking it up. There's a middleman here. Someone or something, some kind of energy in the middle of your standing, of your grace, of you falling into place in the world, the realm, the greater aspect of things. They don't want you to come into place. Something about saving face. It's not like you, an individual. I'm talking about this earth here. They want the earth to be at a standstill, to not grow, to not develop, to stay where it is. I'm asking, like, is the energies feeding off of the earth? I'm hearing worse than that. They're doing much worse than that. You all are blind to it, have been made blinded to it. But the truth will prevail. I'm hearing, okay, it will come forth. You all will know in the future and future time what is being done and what has been done and why it has been done to keep you in standing or at a standstill so that you can't move further. Okay, but you will. I'm here. You have no choice but to. You're part of this world in this realm, and you have a place in it, and it is time for you all to take your place. And again, I'm talking about this earth realm here. And I'm hearing this was never supposed to be, but it happened. It took place. All right. And I feel like what happened to the earth. All right. All right. I don't think I'm gonna pull an oracle card. Okay. If I were to, it would be the Isis Oracle deck, and it's all the way over there, and I'm not getting out to get it. All right. All right. I'm going to get off of here. Once again, thank you all for those who have subscribed to my channel, those who have become members of my Patreon. Okay. And I think that's it. All right. Y'all have favor. Peace.